I believe that everybody has a story to tell, that we're living proof. I'm here to tell my story.
Nobody's better than anybody. Nobody's story is harder or harsher than anybody. At this very moment, we all have the opportunity to grow.
My name's Jason Brennan, I'm 18.
My name is Ebony Marrow, and I am 20 years young.
I grew up in a very well-off community. Everything looked perfect, you know, nice houses, nice lawns, but in reality, there was a lot of violence in the house, but no one knew it. It was very scary.
Life started to get hard once we moved to Brooklyn. Around those times is when my mom started to drink. She started to direct her pain toward us, you know. Her kids became her targets. It was just, you know, it was a bad environment.
I was adopted. I was abused. There was a lot of violence and anger in the household. My adopted father had multiple personalities, you could say. One minute he would be all, you know, nice to me and loving and caring, but then 2 minutes later he would be throwing me through the walls, or he would just be cursing me out, just saying how much he hated me and that I should never have been born. Throughout time it got worse. All I knew was violence. Every night I was crying myself to sleep. I felt like nothing good was going to ever happen for me.
You know, to come from a mom that I know used to tuck me in, read to me, to a mom who don't even want to look me in my eye, that's sad. I started to become very quiet, withdrawn from everybody.
I was very lonely. I had no one to talk to about anything. Life was useless at 14 because all I saw was anger and hate. Every night I would take a knife and I would just cut my arm. The anger inside of me, I just took it out on myself.
I started to cut myself. I started to burn myself. It was a cry for help, you know? It was a call out to somebody. I came to a point when I realized that nobody cared. All of that I was doing, and nobody still didn't care.
My adopted parents didn't want anything to do with me. When I was 14, they just basically threw me out of the house saying they didn't want me. I went to the woods right near my house and I slept in the woods. My first night out here, I was thinking like, how did I end up out here? I thought, you know, my adopted parents loved me and they were here to care about me, but 15, I'm sleeping out in the woods. I was very scared. It was kind of evil at night. It was really dark and it was cold, bugs crawling on me. I just heard the buses going, you know, in and out of the bus station right across from here. I just wish I could get on one and just leave everything, you know, leave this area, leave the woods, leave my adopted parents.
First time my mom kicked me out, I was about 11. She just told me to just go. How am I supposed to feel? I guess my mom kicking me out because she's had too much to drink and she's accusing me of stealing. Where do I go? This is one of the many spots that I slept. I just remember struggling for heat, and I just know that this provided so much. You usually shared the grate with whoever was there with you. I mean, at the moment, this was my bed, my warmth, what got me through, to be honest. I remember nights sometimes we would get foil, wrap around the grates just to trap in the heat. And we find random cloths on the street, whatever we could scavenge up, and kind of make cushion, you know, and get garbage bags to sleep in to stay a little bit warm. I remember laying here and not wanting to get up, having no hope, you know, feeling like nothing was gonna change or get better, like this was how it was gonna be.
I looked up online looking for shelters to stay at, and I came across Covenant House.
I'm like, you know, there has to be something for younger kids, somebody my age, you know. I just Googled a bunch of residential youth shelters, and Covenant House was the first one to pop up. And I called, and I got to talk to people from intake. They were so sweet to me. They were so open to helping me.
When I started talking to the counselor, she reassured me that everything's going to be okay, and I just began giving her trust. The people there working were really, truly trying to help me out.
Covenant House has helped me out in many ways. I have suffered with depression. Being at the Covenant House now, to have the resources to be able to reach out to someone who actually can help me and talk to me, It definitely means the world to me.
Covenant House is helping me now by getting my GED, getting my identification. They got me my birth certificate, my social security, which I never had before. Right now I'm in school to get my high school diploma.
I am a certified nurse assistant at a nursing home. I would definitely say it's a field that I love. It takes a lot of compassion, and I have much of it to give.
While being in Covenant House, I felt like I've been doing the 360, that everything is going right for me right now. I have motivation to help myself, better myself, and go forward in life.
We've been taught not to feel good about ourselves. We've been taught not to love ourselves. Where does it stop? We don't know how to make our parents love us, or we don't know how to fix what broke them. But today, I can honestly say that I know better. Like, that's not me. All of the things that I've been through with my family, that was a step in my journey, just a step.